Phoenix A is awake. Not alive. Not dead. Something worse. For hundreds of millions of years, it sat in the dark like a sealed wound in the universe. Silent. Immense. Forgotten by everything except gravity. Then the silence broke. A faint signal came from a place 5.7 billion light-years away. Not a scream. Not an explosion. Something colder. A distortion. A warning buried inside X-rays and radio waves. A whisper from a galaxy cluster so far away that its light began traveling before Earth had even finished becoming a world. And at the center of that signal was Phoenix A. For years, humans called it a black hole. That was the comfortable name. That was the word that made it easier to sleep. But Phoenix A is not a black hole in the way we understand black holes. It is too large, too hungry, too patient, too wrong. By some estimates, this thing may hold around 100 billion times the mass of our sun. 100 billion suns crushed into a single gravitational empire. A region of space so vast that light itself would need weeks just to cross its shadow. This is not a hole. A hole is empty. Phoenix A is a boundary, a kingdom, a locked door in reality. And something behind that door has started feeding again. For decades, astronomers believed they understood the monsters at the centers of galaxies. Small black holes came from dead stars. Supermassive black holes lived inside galactic cores. They were terrifying, yes, but they followed rules. They grew. They swallowed. They slept. There were categories, limits, equations, a clean map of the dark. Then Phoenix A appeared, and the map began to burn. At first, it did not look like a monster. That is how space deceives us. From a distance, horror can look beautiful. A galaxy cluster can look peaceful. A field of ancient light. A glowing island in the cosmic ocean. But peace was the illusion. The Phoenix cluster was not calm. It was boiling. Between its galaxies stretched plasma heated to tens of millions of degrees. Gas so hot it glowed in X-rays. A storm large enough to drown galaxies. A furnace spread across millions of light-years. And in the center, hidden beneath the glare, Phoenix A waited. Not like an object. Like a cause. The first signs were subtle. Irregular bursts. Strange light curves. Energy where the models expected balance. Gas falling inward faster than it should. Stars forming at impossible rates. In most galaxy clusters, the central black hole acts like a cosmic thermostat. Gas cools. It falls inward. The black hole feeds. Then it launches jets that heat the gas again. Balance returns. That is how the universe keeps its wounds from opening too wide. But in Phoenix, the thermostat failed. The cooling gas did not stop. It kept falling. It kept feeding the center. And the center answered. Jets of high-energy particles erupted from the core, punching through the surrounding plasma. Cavities opened in the gas. Shock waves moved through the cluster. Radiation spilled into the darkness like poison from a cracked reactor. Still, it was not enough. Phoenix A could not control the meal falling into it. Imagine a monster so powerful it can bend light, crush stars, and tear open space. Now imagine that even this monster is overwhelmed. That is the terror of Phoenix A. It is not just feeding. It may be losing control of the feast. The central galaxy of the Phoenix cluster forms stars at a rate hundreds of times faster than the Milky Way. New suns ignite in waves. Stellar nurseries awaken inside clouds of gas. Whole generations of stars are born under the shadow of a black hole too large to be understood. It sounds beautiful. It is not. This is not creation in peace. This is creation under threat. A nursery built beside an execution chamber. Any planet forming there would be born beneath a sky of radiation. Its atmosphere would be stripped. Its oceans would boil before they could become oceans. Its surface would be hammered by particles moving near the speed of light. There may be rocky worlds. There may be moons. There may be places with carbon, oxygen, minerals, and chemistry that look almost familiar. But familiarity is the trap. A world near Phoenix A could wear the face of habitability while carrying death in every photon. A blue horizon. A poisoned sky. A sunrise written in X-rays. And above it all, the invisible throne of Phoenix A. The thing that does not shine because light cannot escape it. The thing that does not chase because gravity brings everything home. The thing that does not hate because hunger is enough. And this is where the story becomes worse. The physics around Phoenix A does not behave like ordinary physics. Light bends too severely. Jets appear too powerful. The plasma moves in patterns that seem almost directional, almost intentional. Magnetic fields twist through the cluster like nerves. Radiation flashes from the core with a rhythm that does not feel random. Scientists do not say it is conscious. Science does not use words like cursed, but the data does not care what words make us comfortable. Something there is shaping the environment on a scale that breaks expectation. Something there is carving order out of chaos. Something there woke up. And we noticed too late. If you have followed this far, then you have already crossed the safe boundary of the story. So stay with the signal. Subscribe, not as a viewer, but as a witness. Because the universe does not reveal its darkest secrets to those who look away. Now imagine approaching Phoenix A. There would be no dramatic gate. No glowing wall. No warning sign written in fire. That is the cruelty of ultramassive black holes. At this scale, the event horizon would not tear you apart immediately. The tidal forces near the edge could be strangely gentle. You might cross the boundary without pain, without sound, without knowing. One moment, the universe would still be behind you. The next, it would no longer be reachable. Your signals would fail. Your future would narrow. Every possible path would turn inward. You would still exist for a while. But to the universe outside, you would already be gone. That is what makes Phoenix A more terrifying than a stellar black hole. A smaller black hole kills like a blade. Phoenix A kills like a country. You do not fall into it. You enter it. And once inside, space itself becomes a corridor with only one door. Down. Toward the center. Toward whatever waits beneath the math. This is why calling it a black hole feels too small. A black hole sounds like an object. Phoenix A is a region where reality has surrendered. A place where distance, time, light, and escape lose their meaning. A place so large that our entire solar system would not simply fit inside its shadow. It would vanish inside it like dust in a cathedral. And the worst part is not that it exists. The worst part is that it may not be rare. Phoenix A may only be the one we noticed. There may be others. Darker ones. Quieter ones. Older ones. Ultramassive black holes sitting at the centers of ancient galaxies. No longer feeding, no longer glowing, invisible to our telescopes because they have already eaten everything close enough to betray them. Silent empires scattered through the universe. Not dead. Waiting. Phoenix A is different because it revealed itself. Its cluster betrayed it. The runaway cooling flow lit the scene like a crime lamp. The X-rays exposed the wound. The star formation showed the system was broken. The jets showed the monster was awake. But if Phoenix A had been quiet, we might never have known. That is the real fear. Not the monster that roars. The monster that does not need to. Long before humans named the constellations, Phoenix A was there. Long before Earth had forests, oceans, bones, language, or eyes, Phoenix A was there. When the light we see today first left that cluster, our planet had not yet become the world we know. Continents had not settled into their familiar shapes. Life had not written its long, fragile history across the surface. And while everything here changed, Phoenix A continued. It fed. It slept. It waited. Then it fed again. Civilizations rise quickly. Stars burn slowly. Black holes endure. That is the scale of the horror. We are not looking at something that threatens Earth tomorrow. We are looking at something that makes tomorrow meaningless. Phoenix A does not need to come closer. It does not need to attack. It simply exists at a scale where our fears become microscopic. Our wars, our cities, our names, our entire species, a spark beside an ancient dark. And yet, there is a strange possibility hidden in the ruin. In the outer regions of the Phoenix cluster, far from the central violence, there may be pockets where chemistry survives. Dense clouds rich with heavy elements. Planetary fragments shielded by dust. Moons hidden inside cold shadows. Places where radiation weakens just enough for complexity to begin. Maybe life could exist there. Not life like us. Not green worlds under gentle suns. Something stranger. Something buried. Something that feeds on chemistry we barely understand. Something born in the ruins of a cosmic disaster. If such life exists, then Phoenix A is not only a destroyer. It is also a dark engine. A creator of impossible conditions. A villain whose shadow may still leave room for miracles. But miracles near Phoenix A would not be soft. They would be hard, silent, and buried deep. Life would not bloom there. It would survive. And survival beside Phoenix A would be its own kind of horror. Our instruments have reached toward this place from across the universe. Chandra saw the X-ray fire. Hubble helped reveal the galaxies. Radio telescopes listened to the jets. The South Pole telescope first noticed the distortion that led us to the cluster. But every observation is incomplete. Every signal is old. Every answer arrives billions of years late. We are not seeing Phoenix A as it is. We are seeing a ghost. A delayed confession. A crime scene preserved in ancient light. What is Phoenix A doing now, at this exact moment? No one knows. It may be quieter. It may be feeding harder. It may have grown larger. It may have triggered new storms across its cluster. The truth is still traveling toward us. And when it arrives, we may discover that the monster we studied was only an earlier version. A younger shadow. A smaller wound. That is the final terror of deep space. The universe does not update in real time. By the time we understand something, it may have already become something else. Phoenix A is not merely a black hole. It is a reminder that our categories are fragile, that our equations are brave but unfinished, that the universe still contains things too large for the names we give them. It sits in the distant dark, surrounded by burning gas, newborn stars, broken balance, and radiation storms. It does not speak, but its gravity writes across galaxies. It does not move toward us, but its existence pulls at the limits of what we think is possible. It does not announce itself as evil. It does not need to. Some things are terrifying because they attack. Others are terrifying because they wait longer than anything else can live. Phoenix A waited. Phoenix A woke. Phoenix A is still hungry. And somewhere, beyond the reach of human time, the darkness continues to feed. So when you look up at the night sky, remember this: the sky is not empty. It is only quiet. And silence does not mean peace. Sometimes it means the oldest things are still deciding whether to reveal themselves. Subscribe, and keep listening. Because the universe has more locked doors. And some of them are already opening.